WXPI 88.5 FM Community Radio is underwritten in part by Woodlands Bank, headquartered at 2450 East 3rd Street in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and with branches across Lycoming and Clinton counties. Woodlands Bank has been rooted in our community since 1990. Woodlands Bank, member FDIC. Ahoy, 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 Paloy, and welcome! We are live from the WXPI radio studios in the historic, majestic, and solid brick Pajama Factory in downtown Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I am your host, Michael Lundy, and you are listening to the Rec Room Radio Hour. Yes, the Rec Room Radio Hour, where for the next hour or more, we are going to partake in, listen to, and indulge ourselves with local music from the central Susquehanna valleys. From Danville to Bloomsburg, down to Northumberland, up to Williamsport, Lock Haven. Oh, maybe we'll go around State College, who knows? Back down to Lewisburg, Sunbury, and Sealands Grove, and points east, west, north, and south from there to bring you the best variety of music that we have here in the central Susquehanna valleys, and we have a boatload of stuff tonight. We have a debut from an artist out in State College who we met a couple weeks ago. Joe Quick will be giving us a couple of really good country songs. We have some new stuff to us from KJ, and we also have an exclusive track from Prairie Dogma that will be released Thursday worldwide, but we have it here first because we have an in with the band. Yes, we do. We have, as always, the gig guide and so much more. So sit back, relax, put your tray tables in the upright and locked positions. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened for this next 2 hours of local music here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. It is good to be back with you all after a man. That was almost a perfect weekend weather-wise for all the bands and artists that had outdoor gigs this weekend. Man, it was just perfect. The weather was just perfectly beautiful, and we hope you got out and saw some live local music here. There was certainly a lot to be had here, and we're going to have a full night of artists that we haven't played in a while, and we have some of our old favorites just because they've got some new stuff out and we want to keep it kind of fresh in your mind. But also, we're going to play some stuff that we haven't played in a while, and from some artists that we haven't heard from in a while. Because we don't want to get into a rut. You know what I mean? We don't want to get into a rut and playing the same old people all the time. So, but again, it just speaks to the volume of great music here in the area. I mean, so much. I happened to be up in the northern part of the state this weekend, and talking to a fellow musician, a gigging musician up there, and they had noticed just because they check out the Rec Room Radio Hour and some other band pages here from the area that there are a lot of places to play down here in our area, and they don't have that up there. So we are so fortunate to have not only the bands out there, but also the venues that are booking these bands, and the fans and the people that are coming out to listen to these bands. Last Tuesday after the show, we went down to the Brickyard and checked out Cass and the Bailout duo, and Joe 2K did a great job of covering for Cass. He didn't dance quite as well as she does, but he did a great job. But it was just such a receptive audience, and people were up dancing. So great, so great, so great. But we're going to kick off tonight's festivities with probably one of the most versatile guitarists in the area. He plays for not only the Sylvandale Stragglers, but also the Dirty Mojo Blues Band, and he has been all over the area for the last at least 10 years, and is just a really good guy. So we're going to hear two cuts from our good friend Chris Carithers from his album Autobiography of a Thief. We're going to kick off with Wail and Moan here on the Rec Room Radio.
In the valley of fear, I was not alone, you were there, but now I wander, lost and alone, and you're long, 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 long. Oh, the mountain high the thunderclouds till they break, and the flood comes crashing, and the walls fall, all gone, all gone. Dirty water, no, I won't wander in woe no more. My bitter tears have come and gone, long, long, long gone. I'll wail and moan, but long gone. Well, thinking of you. Oceans crashing around us, drown, struggle to get through. Fables of love informed us, too delicate to be true. Glass shattered around us, the door slammed in the words you used. You said, now hey, hey, we got a bad love, all love's drifting away. Now hey, we got some bad love, all love's drifting away. Anger, amused, bemused, confused, like Hendrix towering road. Red, the color of the wine, the body, the blood, the soul. Doubt, restless indecision, dancers in trance but unsure. Resolve, like a wrecking ball, to fall, to fly, to run. Yeah, now, hey, hey, we got some bad love, oh, love's drifting away. Hey, here comes some bad love, oh, love's drifting away. All the trouble and sorrow tomorrow, the thunder will come, blow it away. But today, here comes some bad love, oh, love's gone to stay. So you walked out the door, you can't cry anymore, when all your good love's gone. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Daybreak through the window pane, it's all so much simpler in the morning. Quiet, our old oak table, it's good to talk and then you're gone. Photographs pressed between the pages, tucked away safe until they're wanted. And the clock ticks away the hours, it's time to get up, it's time to move on. So she walked out the door, you can't cry anymore, when all your good love's gone. Hey, here comes some bad love, oh, love's drifting away. Yeah, here comes some bad love, oh, love's drifting away. All the trouble and sorrow tomorrow, the thunder will come, blow it away. But today, here comes some bad love, oh, love's gone to stay. Yeah.
From his album Autobiography of a Thief, that was Chris Carithers with Bad Love. I love that song. That's That's a really well-written song. And a very well-executed song. Bad Love by Chris Carithers. And before that, we heard Wail and Moan. A little bit of slide dobro on there. And have a new appreciation for slide dobro players, and slide guitar players. We'll talk about that in about a month. But regardless, Chris is, as I said, Chris is a very versatile guitarist and plays in all kinds of genres. So if you get a chance to go see him with the Sylvandale Stragglers, or with the Dirty Mojo Blues Band, or by himself, or whoever, make it happen. He is great. Another great band that's kind of gone through some personnel changes, but they have a new single out that we want to highlight, and that is the BOOG, BOOG, and we are patiently, anxiously awaiting for some more tracks for them to drop. But for right now, we've got a single from them. This is the BOOG, BOOG, and this is their latest single called Flight.
Didn't you notice? Didn't you notice the way I came to you? Came unfocused, came unfocused, came unglued. I was talking local news. But you and your friend see me holding up the wall? I wouldn't let you come to any harm. You'd be safer in somebody's arms. You and your friend talking about big plans to travel the world on a pogo stick, jumping around like some lunatics. Ain't getting off till we all get sick and go over the edge. Well, I know him, the way he looked at me, like I was a house cat caught in a tree. You and your friend on tiger stripe cushions, you were watching me from a distance. Well, I was open to a little discussion. Me and your friend talking about big plans to travel the world on a pogo stick, jumping around like some lunatics. Ain't getting off till we all get sick and go over the edge. Go over the edge. Go over the edge. Me and your friend talking about big plans. Talking about big plans. Talking about big
The Shouldas, Tiger Stripe Cushion here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. Love that stuff. And before that, we heard the BOOG Flight. And they've not only gone through a little personnel change, but kind of their style's a little different, too. It's great. It's really good. They were great before. They're even better now. So if you get a chance, check them out. And when they're playing in the area here, even if they're not playing in the area, we'll highlight them on the gig guide. And we'll have that coming up in just a minute. Whoop. Almost dropped the gig guide. We're going to play a couple songs from our good friend Kevin Correll here. And Kevin is played a couple weekends ago with our good friend Kevin Regan. And they had a great time. It's always good to see a couple of great folks, great talented musicians collaborate and play a gig together. So we thought we'd spread the wealth here a little bit and play a little Kevin Correll. So this is a twofer from Kevin. We're going to kick things off with his song Victory here on the Rec Room Radio Hour.
He one.
Listening to WXPI, Williamsport Community Radio at 88.5, broadcasting from Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania, into Lycoming and Clinton counties.
I've been through some wearing, yeah, I've done my fair share of sinning. Now I don't say that pride, but I do know what I like. Don't claim to be an easy man, but don't have myself a list of demands. It's all just a feeling, the feelings that I'm feeling is right. Got a lady, she my baby, and she knows what she wants now. When she rubs up against me, I feel mine and get tight. Knows just what to do. She my baby. She my baby. She my baby. she wants now. When she rubs up against me, I feel my jeans get tight. She my baby, she do it like her baby. When my baby won't ever leave no baby from me. She knows just what to do. She my baby. She my baby. She my baby. That's right. Well, it's not what a woman wants, but what a woman needs and what she needs. What she needs, good loving in the morning. She needs pleasing in the evening. Oh, She my baby, my baby, she my baby, she my baby. She my baby, she my baby, she my baby, she my baby.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Correll going through a couple tempo changes there with the song She's My Baby here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. Before that, we heard Victory. It's always great to hear from Kevin, and we hope we're going to get some new stuff from him soon, but until then, we got a whole truckload, a whole jockey full of stuff from Kevin. Hey, and another person, another artist, another songwriter, another singer that we have is Jeremy DePrisco, and we don't play a lot of covers on this show. However, if it's a good cover, or if it's a cover of a Tom Waits song, we got to play it. As we say around here, time waits for no one, but Tom waits for everyone. And this is Jeremy DePrisco with his cover of the great, great Tom Waits song, Jockey Full of Bourbon, here on the Rec Room Radio Hour.
Hitting a million in a drop-dead suit, Dutch pink on a downtown train, $2 pistol but the gun won't shoot. I'm in the corner on the pouring rain, 16 men on a dead man's chest, and I've been drinking from a broken cup, 2 pairs of pants and a mohair vest. I'm full of bourbon and I can't stand up. Hey, you bird, fly way home, the house is on fire and the children are alone. Hey, you bird, fly way home, the house is on fire and the children are alone. Ship a broken bottle on Morgan's head, and I've been stepping on the devil's tail, across the stripes of a full moon's head, and through the bars of a Cuban jail. Bloody fingers
Yeah. If you're going to do a Tom Waits song, man, you better do it so Tom Waits likes it. Really quick story. The Eagles did a cover of Tom Waits' Old 55, and Tom Waits has gone on record a number of times saying that he is how should we put this? Not a fan, but I think he would like that. It's got a great groove, a great little groove to it, and you've got to be able to sell that song. We've done that song a couple times. When Bill Stett sat in with our band Prairie Dogma a couple times playing bass, and he would do that song, and he can sell it. And Jeremy DePrisco can sell that song too. Jockey Full of Bourbon from his album Catch That Squirrel there, Jeremy DePrisco on the Rec Room Radio Hour. We're going to go outside of the Susquehanna Valleys a little to the west, out towards Pittsburgh. And this next band was brought to our attention by our good friend Leisha Suley, and this is a band called Standard Heist, and I want to play this song because I've been listening to a lot of different Spotify playlists and just random playlists out there on Spotify, and it was crazy. This song and another song we're going to play later in the big broadcast here tonight. But this song has come up a couple of times on different playlists on Spotify. So I thought, heck, if these guys are getting some airplay on Spotify, we might as well play them again here too. So without further ado, this is a band out from around Pittsburgh called Standard Heist, and their song Brandon here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. You don't have to listen to Spotify to get it. You can listen right here.
Just can't tell
Brandon from Standard Heist here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. So that's come up a couple times on Spotify playlists, so I thought I'd play it for you tonight and just give them a little bit more exposure. And hopefully they've got another single out, and we are going to get it and play it here in the next couple weeks. So it's kind of outside of the target zone here for the Rec Room Radio Hour, but hey, who cares? It's all good music and all from Pennsylvania, kind of the central area. So we'll kind of bend the rules a little bit. But band we don't have to bend the rules for is Mama Corn, and we've got some stuff coming up from them right now from their album Hold That Crooked Line. This is Another Couple Days from a really good bluegrass band, Mama Corn, here on the Rec Room Radio Hour.
Admit it hurt, dear, when we parted. Getting over you has taken time, but I'm not the kind to sit home broken hearted. In another day or two I'll be doing fine. In another couple days I might not feel so badly. In another couple days I'll push them clouds away. I almost fell apart, I broke my heart, but I'll be okay in another couple days. Hey, there goes the memory of you leaving, and I just forgot the sound of slamming doors. Well, I'm way past please don't leave me, little darling, and I'm almost, I don't love you anymore. In another couple days I might not feel so badly. In another couple days I'll push them clouds away. I almost fell apart, and I broke my heart, but I'll be okay in another couple days. Push them clouds away. I almost fell apart, and I broke my heart, but I'll be okay in another couple days. Oh, I'm gonna be okay in another couple days.
Daddy doesn't like him because he's got long hair. Mommy doesn't like him because she heard him swear he's a bad boy. But I don't care. Well, he knows illegal people, he does illegal things. He doesn't seem illegal when he plays guitar and sings. He's a bad boy. But I don't care. Doesn't it kind of break your heart? Doesn't it make you sad when the boy you love so dear turns out to be so bad? He's a bad boy. But I don't care. notes. He's a bad boy, but I don't care. Doesn't it kind of break your heart? Doesn't it make you sad when the boy you love so dear turns out to be so bad? He's a bad boy, but I don't care. Go Dave! He's awfulness incarnate. He's wickedness on wheels. He'll ruin your reputation. How wonderful that feels. He's a bad boy, but I don't care. Oh, he's Sodom and Gomorrah in Cairo, Illinois. It just seems so boring going out with the other boys. He's a bad boy, but I don't care. Doesn't it kind of break your heart? Doesn't it make you sad when the boy you love so dear turns out to be so bad? He's a bad boy, but I don't care. So exciting since I'm going out with him. Romance is more romantic when you know that it's a sin. He's a bad boy, but I don't care. Doesn't it kind of break your heart? Doesn't it make you sad when the boy you love so dear turns out to be so bad? He's a bad boy, but I don't care. Doesn't it kind of break your heart? Doesn't it make you sad when the boy you love so dear turns out to be so bad? He's a bad boy, but I don't care. Oh, he's a bad boy, but I don't care.
He's a bad boy, but Chicken Tractor Deluxe don't care. Oh, good stuff. That's some Luther Perkins kind of picking right there, man. That's if you thought, man, that kind of sounds like Johnny Cash, because that's some Luther Perkins style picking right there. And before that, we heard Mama Corn, the great bluegrass band here from Central Pennsylvania. Another couple days here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. We're going to play two more, and then we're going to do the gig guide. And the next two bands we're going to play have gigs this weekend. So we thought, hey, what better way to segue into the gig guide than to play tunes from a couple bands that have some gigs this weekend. So we're going to kick things off with one of my favorite bands here in the area, and just a great group of guys. And I got to sit in with them a couple weeks ago. It was just a hoot and a half. And and then we'll talk about the second band that we played, because there's a little bit of connection from the last couple of weeks with them too. But we're going to kick things off with LoBrau, Off the Ranch here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. Cass and the Bailout crew, Room to Breathe here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. So the connection between Cass and the Bailout crew and LoBrau is I got to set in with LoBrau a couple weeks ago down at Three Beards Brewing, and it was just fun. Probably one of the most fun I've had playing music in a long time outside of our band Prairie Dogma. And Mike Steppe from Cass and Bailout crew, his Fender Princeton amp went on the fritz, and while he was having it repaired by Gary Krause up in Trout Run, he asked if he could use my 525 Mesa Boogie amplifier. So I got to have some stage time and set in with LoBrau, and my amplifier got to set in for a round of shows with Cass and the Bailout crew. So I've got that going for me. It's going to look good on a resume at some point. Hey, all of that is going to be connected here in the gig guide. And we, it's going to be a hot one this week. A lot of outside gigs. Make sure if you're a musician out there, stay hydrated. If you're going to be listening out, stay hydrated with water. We have to make that distinction around here. But we first got to do a little bit of business here. Then we'll get to the gig guide. Hold on just a minute.
WXPI Community Radio is supported in part by Up the Creek Wine and Antique Shop, selling local handcrafted goods, antiques, wine, produce, snacks, gifts, and more. Up the Creek is located at 5099 North Route 44 Highway in Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania, just off Route 220 towards Waterville. Hours and information are online at their website, upthecreek44.com.
Yeah, thank you. Up the Creek, one of our underwriters. You don't have to be a big business to help finance and support WXPI. Just go to wxpiradio.org, and you can make a one-time contribution or set yourself up to do a contribution. We really do appreciate it. We're all volunteers here, and it helps keep us doing what we're doing here. Okay. The gig guide for this week, Wednesday, the 26th of July, 180. Great cover band, man. They are one of the hottest bands in the area. 180 at the Montour DeLong Fair in Danville. They're going to kick off at 6 p.m. Tanjo and Crow, Music in the Park, Lewisburg, 7 p.m. Wednesday, the 26th of July. Wednesday, the 26th of July, David Polizzi, Exchange Listening Room, Bloomsburg, 7 p.m. Wednesday, the 26th of July, Celtic Wood and Wire session down at the Moon and Raven. That is a lot of fun. You don't have to be a great musician. You don't have to. You can just be any level of musician is welcome. But it's strictly Irish and Celtic music. Maybe a little Scottish music thrown in for good measure. But that's not the Moon and Raven, Williamsport. They're going to kick off at 6:30 p.m. That's Celtic Wood and Wires with their session down at the Moon and Raven, Wednesday, 26th of July. And then a new duo coming out here. Bonnie Wicher and Rebecca Jade are going to be debuting at Midtown Bistro in Sunbury, 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 26th of July. I can't say enough about both of them. Just very talented young ladies. And do yourself a favor. If you do happen to miss them, stand by. We'll get to another show where you can see them because they're going to debut, and then the next day they're going to play. That's Thursday the 20th. Bonnie Wicher and Rebecca Jade, Wednesday the 26th. They're going to debut at the Midtown Bistro, Sunbury, 6 p.m. Thursday the 27th of July, Bonnie and Rebecca will be at Iron Vines in Sunbury, 7 p.m. That's Thursday, the 27th of July. And Thursday, the 27th of July, as always, it's Jazz Night at the Stonehouse Woodfire Pizza in Williamsport, kicking off at 7 p.m. I've been waiting to announce this one for a while. Thursday, the 27th of July, Prairie Dogma down at the Summer Concert Series at Whispering Oaks Winery in Sunbury. We'll be counting off our first song at 6:30 p.m. We're going to have a lot of fun. We have been playing down there, pre-COVID with Prairie Dogma 1.0. Prairie Dogma 1.5, and now with Prairie Dogma 2.0. Just really looking forward to it, but it's going to be hotter than a $2 pistol with a lot of humidity, so drink lots of water and get yourself down to Whispering Oaks Winery in Sunbury, 6:30 p.m. The Echo and Sway, a great little combo from Lockham is going to be at the Hublersville Inn, and that's in Hublersville, Pennsylvania, 7 p.m. That's Thursday, the 27th of July. Becky Blue Band. So good to see Becky Blue out with her band. They're going to be at the Sealands Grove Commons on Thursday, the 27th of July, and that's in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, 6:30 p.m. As we said, Bonnie Wicher and Rebecca Jade, Iron Vine, Sunbury, 7 p.m. Thursday, the 27th of July. And then Tanjo and Crow, Pine Barn Inn, Danville, Pennsylvania, 6 p.m. on Thursday, the 27th of July. Moving on to Friday, the 28th, Celtic Wooden Wires going to do another session. This one's a little bit more looser. It's a Celtic and traditional session at the Backhouse Cafe in Williamsport. Great little place. And they're going to kick that off at 6:30. That's Celtic Wooden Wires with their traditional and Celtic session at the Backhouse Cafe in Williamsport. Friday the 28th of July, LoBrau is going to be out the Crick in Loyalsock at Pier 87 on Friday night, 8 p.m. LoBrau, man. Get out there. They are just a funky group. And if they're playing for 2 hours, they can do 2 hours of original stuff. And it is just great. So might make my way out there to see them just to support those guys coming up from Northumberland and Sunbury up to our neck of the woods. Ken Baxter is going to be providing the music for Pizza Night out at Galella Terra Winery in Muncie Friday the 28th of July. And he's going to kick off about 6 p.m. But great pizza out there. It's a winery, yeah, but they hand make pizzas to order, and they are good. So that's Ken Baxter, Galella Terra Winery, Muncie, PA. He's going to probably start about 6 o'clock, but the pizza starts at 5:30. Friday, the 28th of July, Devin Flynn's going to be at Jackass Brewing down in Lewisburg, 7:30 p.m. Friday, the 28th of July, Alan Colmes, Scarlet D. What a wild place to play. Mifflinburg. I could tell stories, but this is a family show. It's not that bad. Friday, the 28th of July, Alan Colmes from Scarlet D, Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, 8 p.m. And then last but not least, on Friday, the 28th of July, Cass and the Bailout Crew, Lock Haven Summer Concert Series, and that's in, go figure, Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. They're going to kick off at 6 p.m. Cass and the Bailout Crew on Friday, the 28th of July, down in Lock Haven, 6 p.m. Saturday, the 29th of July, our good friend Alan Colmes, Hungry Run State College. Hungry Run Inn and State College. He's going to start at 7 p.m. on Saturday, the 29th of July. Saturday, the 29th of July, Cass and the Bailout Crew, Mountaintop Provisions. Great. I'm going to have to go up and then check that out sometime. Mountaintop Provisions. A lot of great people are playing up there. So, and I've heard a lot of good things about the venue. So I might have to go out and check them out sometime. But that's Cass and the Bailout Crew, Mountaintop Provisions, Saturday, the 29th of July, up in Lock Haven, 6 p.m. This is a big one here. Hillside Festival. And this one is going to feature, among others, Ron Flieger, Sean Farley, the Clark McLean Band, Willie Jack and the Northern Lights, and a host of other bands. I just found out about this a couple days ago, and we'll post the full poster on our Facebook page. But that's Hillside Fest, featuring Ron Flieger, Sean Farley, Clark McLean Band, Willie Jack and the Northern Lights, and a cast of several. That's going to be in Beech Creek, Pennsylvania, kicking off at 1 p.m. Details can be found on Facebook. And as I said, we will forward that poster for this show on our Facebook page. That's Saturday, the 29th of July, out in Beech Creek, kicking off at 1 p.m. Sunday, the 30th of July, 180 at Hall's Landing. They're going to rock the deck at Hall's Landing, Muncie, Pennsylvania, kicking off at 6:30 p.m. Cadillac Cats going to be at the Nip and Nose Tavern in Williamsport, 4 p.m. on Sunday, the 30th of July. And then last but not least, Cass and the Bailout Crew is going to make the trek down to Harrisburg. Indian Lake Concert Series going to kick off at 6 p.m. on Sunday, the 30th of July. That's Cass and the Bailout Crew way down in Harrisburg, but it's along the river, so it's all cool. Indian Lake concert, and that's at 6 p.m. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, mesdames and messieurs. That is your gig guide. We will post this, as I say, on the Facebook page, and if we missed any, just put them in the comment section, and we will keep a better eye on that. But almost a full page. We're getting into the hot days of summer, so make sure that you get out there and listen to and check out some live music. So this next song is a exclusive preview. This song will be released on Thursday, and this is one of our songs from our band, Prairie Dogma. And this song I wrote a few years back. When I was in Montgomery, Alabama, there was this little. It wasn't a little dog; it was a big dog tied to this rusty old Dachshund, and so I just named him Dachshund. And I'd run by or walk by or drive by, I would always, hi Dachshund, and he would just bark incessantly. But I just felt so bad for him, so I wrote this song. And this is one of the great things about being a songwriter. Wrote this song, and it was about a dog being chained to a Dachshund. Played this song, a solo set one time, and I can't remember where it was. And this old guy comes up, and he goes, and he says, I said, I really like that song about the dog on the chain. He said, that really spoke to me as a veteran and wanting just to just kind of break away. And what it means for a songwriter is that once you write a song and it goes out, it's not yours anymore. It's everybody's song, and they can kind of interpret it the way they want to. So this song will be released on Thursday, the 27th of July, same day we're playing down at Whispering Oaks. This was produced by Luke Schellenberger down at Blackberry Alley Studios. And listen to the guitar solo. That's Luke Schellenberger just bringing the heat to this song. I am so happy with this song. You're going to hear it first tonight. This is a song from Prairie Dogma, Break My Chain, on the Rec Room Radio Hour.
Someday I'm gonna break my chain, I'm gonna see how far I can run. No one gonna look for me, they won't miss me when I'm gone. Been out here for way too long, done tore my soul apart. Don't know if I can go inside, done crippled up my heart. Someday I'm gonna break my chain, I'm gonna see how far I can run. No one gonna look for me, they won't miss me when I'm gone. Someday I'm gonna break my chain, I'm gonna see how far I can go. They're living their own life now, they don't want me anymore. I'm gonna run so far till the memories fade to black. Someday I'm gonna break my chain, there won't be no looking back. Someday I'm gonna break my chain, I'm gonna see how far I can go. They're living their own life now, they don't want me anymore. I'm gonna run so far till the memories fade to black. Someday I'm gonna break my chain, there won't be no looking back. There won't be no looking back. There won't be no looking back. You told me 9 times before not to take 2 different roads. The one that leads through Hollywood will never bring you home, but all these maps of memories lay beyond the silver moon. Now it's just tomorrow and me, different rhymes and tunes. The yellow butterfly sails by me, only bound by its ennui. Thank you for the ride and the songs I learned by your side. Propinquity kills lonesome to hear along the countryside. sins. Oh, they call me to the other room, guarded by a crippled lion, listening to find a way towards what's rightfully mine. 12 strings of infinite light to guide me, from a radio engine to the photon wing. Thank you for the ride and the songs I learned by your side. Propinquity kills lonesome to hear along the countryside. 12 strings of infinite light to guide me, from a radio engine to the photon wing. Thank you for the ride and the songs I learned by your side. Propinquity kills lonesome to hear along the countryside. Propinquity kills lonesome to hear along the countryside.
I'm like a proud papa playing those songs. Prairie Dogma, Tyler Henry on bass, Dave Jackson on percussion, yours truly on 6 and 12 string guitar, Rebecca Jade on background vocals, Sandy Finnerty on violin, and additional guitars were provided by Luke Schellenberger. That was some of Blessings Blues. Before that, we heard Break My Chain, and Luke Schellenberger not only produced both of those songs, but he did the guitar solo and Break My Chain. And so thank you for listening to them, and thank you for listening to the whole show. We are going to now play some songs from KJ, and we've been featuring her album Ponytail for since the show began in October of last year. And just real quick, I don't like this. Well, so I got to play a songwriter showcase a couple weekends ago out in State College, hosted by our friend Jim Colbert, and KJ was on the bill. I had shared a stage with KJ years ago back at K&S Music in one of their parking lot concerts that they had, parking lot shows. And I had just started out, and I was wet behind the ears. I was a novice. I still am, but I mean, I was even more of a novice then. And KJ was so gracious and so kind and so supportive. She even got up and did I forget what song it was because the whole day just kind of blurred. But she got up and did a song with me and provided some background vocals to it. And it always meant a lot to me. So the fact that I got to share a stage with her again and to be able to play my own songs and then her songs, and it was going great until a bug flew in her mouth, and she had to stop her last song. She had to stop because a dang bug flew in her mouth. But that's an outside concert, one of the hazards that we have playing outdoors here in the summertime in central Pennsylvania. But again, it was just so nice to come full circle with KJ, and she was gracious enough to share 3 of her CDs with us, some of her early stuff. Her CD, Proud to Be a Farmer, Dreaming Inside Her Mind, and then Simply Kids. Dreaming Inside Her Mind and Simply Kids was recorded down at Kimbo's studio, and her CD Dreaming Inside Her Mind features a number of folks, too, and not only Kimbo Richley on bass, but our good friend and my good friend Bruce Barr on acoustic guitar, Webb Klein on keyboards, who is another great friend, and the late great Steve Mitchell on percussion to include. So what we're going to do is we're going to play one song each from the 3 CDs that KJ gifted us, and so these are now in the rotation. We'll have some more of just the gracious, kind, and you can't be around her and not feel good. She is just positive energy. So without further ado, we're going to listen to the first of 3 songs from KJ, and this is from her album Proud to Be a Farmer. This one is called appropriately Pennsylvania Farmer, here on the Rec Room Radio Hour.
The magic with each calf that's being born. I hear folks on the TV saying life is such a chore, but we're living on, we're giving on. I feel the rain on my shoulders as I get the crops all in, picking fruits and pulling vegetables to fill your grocer's bins. Well, there's not a better feeling than breathing with the wind. I am living on, I am giving on. I am a Pennsylvania farmer near a Pennsylvania town, tilling life and love throughout the ground. I am a Pennsylvania farmer in a world that's spinning round. I'm living on, I'm giving on. My neighbor's Christmas tree farm looks precious in the snow, each tree marked with a ribbon as he lets his babies go. He's proud of what he's growing, even prouder when it goes. He's living on, he's giving on. He's a Pennsylvania farmer near a Pennsylvania town, tilling life and love throughout the ground. He's a Pennsylvania farmer in it for the land. It's as if the town's marked to be special somehow, to be blessed by a true angel's hand. 'Cause I'm home, yes I'm home, in Scotland here I'm home. In this real music bar you can follow your star. In Scotland here I am home. In the garden out front you can hear the birds sing and the river Tay echoes behind. For the one who lives fast with life on the move, it's a place that brings peace to the mind. 'Cause I am home, yes I'm home, in Scotland here I am home. In this real music bar you can follow your star. In Scotland here I am home. You can travel the world to find who you are, when it's sometimes right there in your soul. It is hidden by hurry, by life on the run, but you never feel full till you're home. For the people I've met, for the family I've found, well I want you to hear something so. To the song that I sing, I want you to know, in Scotland here I'm home. Yes I'm home, yes I'm home, in Scotland here I'm home. In this real music bar you can follow your heart. In Scotland here I'm home. Scotland here I'm home. Today while I was driving, heading down the road, I noticed then that someone hit a toad. I don't know much, but I'm proud of what I got, so I took him home and put him in a pot. Roadkill, 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 roadkill. If someone else don't eat you, I will. I will. It's easy to find meat of any kind, so cook it on the stove or on the grill. Well, one day I got lucky and made a big score. The thing took all the space on the car's trunk floor. It was hit so many times it was quite flat. I wasn't sure if it was a possum or a cat. Roadkill, 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 roadkill. If someone else don't eat you, I will. I will. It's easy to find meat of any kind, so cook it on the stove or on the grill. Well, you would be surprised the money that you save. Take the kids along with you, and when they misbehave, they'll ask for McDonald's, but get a big surprise when they see their dinner on the road underneath the flies. Roadkill, 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 roadkill. If someone else don't eat you, I will. I will. It's easy to find meat of any kind, so cook it on the stove or on the grill. Roadkill, 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 roadkill. If someone else don't eat you, I will. I will. It's easy to find meat of any kind, so cook it on the stove or on the grill. if you're brave enough, you'll give this a try. It's the same as hunting, but it's a better buy. Just make sure you get the meat before it starts to rot. Be careful on the road, you'll end up in my pot. Roadkill, 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 roadkill. If someone else don't eat you, I will. I will. It's easy to find meat of any kind, so cook it on the stove or on the grill. Yeah. Roadkill, 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 roadkill. If someone else don't eat you, I will. I will. It's easy to find meat of any kind, so cook it on the stove or on the grill. Yum. Thanks for the song, Becky.
Okay, now, Roadkill from her album Simply Kids. That's KJ. Very uncharacteristic song for her, but I got a little aside once we do the rest of the credits here. And so that was Roadkill from her album Simply Kids. And before that, we heard a beautiful song that she did at the Songwriter Showcase, Home in Scotland, from her album Dreaming Inside Her Mind, or Inside Her Head, excuse me. No, it's Dreaming Inside Her Mind. I'm sorry, I have it written down wrong here in my notes. And we kick things off with Pennsylvania Farmer from her album Proud to Be a Farmer. So Roadkill. Yeah, you may laugh at that, but there are people. I worked with a guy way back when I was in the military that his call sign was Roadkill because he would keep track of all the, and I guess in Alaska, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, that they actually track this stuff, and they'll, if there's fresh roadkill, they'll go out and field dress it and, take it home. And yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. But so that was KJ, and that song was written. She kind of gives a little shout out to Rebecca Raup, who wrote the song, but that is so uncharacteristic of KJ. But it's so sweet because she has the kids singing along. Great. Thank you, KJ. Like I said, it was just so great to share a stage with her and to publicly thank her for her kindness and her encouragement in the early days of my musical life up here in central Pennsylvania. And moving on to our debut artist, this is a country singer from out around State College, and we met him about 3 weeks ago when the Prairie Dogma made our way down to Port Matilda to play at Way Fruit Farm at their Art in the Orchard festival. And this guy ran sound, and he did a spectacular job. And so we got to talking with him afterwards, and turns out that he's a musician down there, and he's got a CD out. His name is Joe Quick. And so I said, hey, give me one of those CDs, and we'll get you on the air. And if his stuff was, subpar, but it's not. It's really good stuff. It's country with a capital C. And without further ado, this is our debut artist for tonight. This is Joe Quick, and we're going to play 2 songs from his album Dashboard Dust, and we're going to kick it off with the title track, Joe Quick, Dashboard Dust, here on the Rec Room Radio Hour.
Bench front seat, baby slides in tight. That first hard turn pulls her in just right. Drift cloud follows us down a dirt road, settles over my truck, dims a dash like low. Most folks don't understand what it means when she hops out, wiping dirt on them jeans. Me, I can't wait to climb back up inside. Just never know what I'm gonna find in the note she writes in the dashboard dust. Forever I love you with hearts and stuff. It's written right there for all the world to see. My baby, she knows what it means to me. My buddies, they tease, they taunt and bust about the note she writes in the dashboard dust. Like a chalkboard traveling down the road, phrases, one-liners everywhere I go. She's a back road poet, takes me to heaven. Simple things that make this life worth living. Like the note she writes in the dashboard dust. Forever I love you with hearts and stuff. It's written right there for all the world to see. My baby, she knows what it means all the notes she writes in the dashboard dust. Forever I love you with hearts and stuff. It's written out there for all the world to see. And my baby, she knows what it means to me. The notes she writes in the dashboard dust. Forever I love you with hearts and stuff. It's written right there for all the world to see. And my baby, she knows what it means to me. My buddies, they tease, they taunt and bust on the notes she writes in the dashboard dust. In the dashboard dust. My buddies, they tease, they taunt and bust. They're just jealous. Into the bar, I was up on stage playing my guitar, making my living just to singing my songs. Baby out there watching me singing along. Superman scoped the place from the door, then he made a beeline across the dance floor. Walked up to my girl and he asked her to dance. Guess he's in the mood for a little romance. He should have gone home to Lois Lane, 'cause about that time I jumped off the stage and I whooped Superman's ass. He never knew I hit him, 'cause I was on so fast. I didn't need to use any kryptonite, just caught him in the jaw with one hell of a ride. Yeah, and I whooped Superman's ass. What he gets for messing with my girl. One wrong word and I rocked his world. Underneath the glow of a neon sign, Superman lay there on the floor crying, 'cause I whooped Superman's ass. Yeah, and I whooped Superman's ass. He never knew I hit him, 'cause I was on him so fast. Didn't need to use any kryptonite, just caught him in the jaw with one hell of a ride. Yeah, and I whooped Superman's ass. Yeah, and I whooped Superman's ass. He never knew I hit him, 'cause I was on so fast. I didn't need to use any kryptonite, just caught him in the jaw with one hell of a ride. Yeah, and I whooped Superman's ass. Yeah, and I whooped Superman's ass.
Well, Joe, I think there may be a little poetic license with that last song, but Superman from Joe Quick off his album Dashboard Dust, and we kick things off with the title track from that. Hey, let's kind of bring things home here in the last few minutes of the show here with some more country, and it don't get much more country in the central Susquehanna Valleys than this next guy. This guy is country personified. This is our good friend Frank Wicher with his song Jim Beam.
Well, at a roadhouse in Toledo back in 1979, still wet behind my ears, I was trying to make a dime, playing my guitar, singing a few songs. One night that barmaid poured me something really strong. tough times just like everyone else. You try to get by in this world, you belly crawl through hell. You bust your ass when you can, just to get ahead. But when your self-esteem is in the gutter, oh, Jim might be your friend. Jim Beam, Jim Beam. Well, sour mash, Kentucky bourbon, still for me. They make your liver quiver, your blind splatter. Have two shots and it won't matter. Pull up a chair, have a round on me. Sit between your lips, pass your tongue. Look out, baby, here I come, Jim Beam. Yeah.
You go your way and I'll go mine. We both know we're wasting time. It's sad to end up this way. Nothing much left to say. My bags are packed, waiting by the door. Here's my key, I won't need it no more. Yes, I know we both tried, but we can't live a lie. Give me just one more time. Let me hold you, put your hand in mine. Give me just one more time to love you again. My ride is waiting, it's time to go. There's still one thing I want you to know. I could love you like I did before. Baby, please stop me before I walk out that door. Give me just one more time. Let me hold you, put your hand in mine. Give me just one more time. Give me just one more time to love you. Just like we used to do, back when our love was brand new. Give me just one more time. Let me hold you, put your hand in mine. Give me just one more time. One more time to hold you. One more time to kiss you. One more time to need you, to feel you. One more time to love you. Build my world around you.
One more time from Joel Stover here on the Rec Room Radio Hour. And before Good country stuff there. That pedal steel in there. Ooh, so good, so good. Joel Stover. And then before that, Frank Wicher with his song Jim Beam. So doing a little country here. We've had bluegrass, we've had country, we've had singer-songwriter, and we are going to have some ska reggae here. Keystone Ska Exchange just saw a little write-up that they're kind of going on a hiatus. And is going to play one of their last gigs coming up out in the Stroudsburg area. So kind of hopefully the hiatus is just that, a hiatus, and they come back. But they started in Williamsport, a ska band in Williamsport, which I use them and Celtic Wooden Wires and a number of different bands just to highlight the diversity of different styles and genres of music we have in this area. We have it. We certainly have a wealth of talent and a wealth of styles, and it just blows my mind every time I look around it and compile up the gig guide to find out who's playing out. Just the styles and the places that we have out there. So if you are a fan of live music, if you're a fan of local music, get out there and see some and listen to it and support those bands that are out there playing. Throw them a little folding money in their tip jar, buy their merch, stream them on Spotify, because that gives them a little bit more money to do what they got to do, and like them on their social media platforms. Just talked to a guy today and said, I get everything music wise from Instagram. I'm like, well, okay, wow. So times are a whole lot different than when I was growing up in the 70s. So, but without further ado, just to give them a send off here, and if we find out when that last show is for the Keystone Ska Exchange before they go on hiatus, we will let you know. But until then, we do have the recording, so we're going to kick it off with a tip from Rudie. Keystone Ska Exchange here on the Rec Room Radio.
Let them walk out the door. There's a thing you can do to lose your misery. It's so very easy. Take a tip from this here Rudie. Rock steady. Rock steady. Get out on the floor. Rock steady. Skank! If you're down and out,
a tip from Rudie from the Keystone Ska Exchange, and it's great to be able to play some ska music here on the big broadcast here on a Tuesday night from the big Pajama Factory here. Thank you so much for listening to this week's Rec Room Radio Hour. I am, as ever, your host, Michael Lundy, and we'll be back next week. Going to debut a local band here that's making some noise, not only here in the local area, but also out in the Nashville, Tennessee area. As always, we have already posted the playlist. Aha! We're going to, when we can, we're going to start doing that the night of the show. Also, we're going to try a little experiment here, and we'll talk about it next week if it works. And it involves YouTube. So stay tuned. We will let you know. Get out and see some live music. We will have the gig guide posted on our Facebook page tomorrow morning. As always, add to it in the comments section. Please, 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 I implore you, stay tuned. Don't fret, and play nice. Until next week, I am your humble and contrite host, Michael Lundy. Bye-bye.